Hello there, Shadip Banerjee again. Welcome to my channel. I publish one video per week on office productivity and education software related topics. Today I'm going to talk about quiz feature of Google Classroom. Quiz is an important feature which you can use within your Google Classroom for multiple purposes. So let's dive into the video to understand how you can create a quiz, how you can assign it to your students, and what are the outcomes you can achieve from that quiz feature. So let's jump into the topic right now.
In this lesson, we will talk about quiz assignment. This is an excellent feature available within Google Classroom and you can take real benefit out of it. We have several options to discuss, so this particular lesson will be a bit of lengthy. However, I would request you to just pay attention and try to understand what are the options available. It will definitely benefit you whenever you will be managing your class. So to create a quiz assignment, let me go to classwork. Then I'll click on this plus sign, create, and then second option, quiz assignment. Now it's creating a blank, it's just created actually blank Google form. We just need to add a title. Maybe let me quickly mention quiz assignment. Second one is you can just put some text. It's a blank free text box, so you can add anything. This is just to communicate what this quiz is about. It will be communicated to your students. Now I'm coming to this right part of this particular page. Here again that you can select your class. It can be assigned to single class, multiple classes. If you're selecting multiple classes, then your students you will not be able to select separately. But if you are doing it for one single class, you will be able to select students also. Is it going to be assigned to everyone or one or two? So this is similar to our earlier assignment. Now this is one of the important thing is the points. This should be graded. You can do it unmarked also, but grade option is also there, and this is integrated to Google grade calculation and marks calculation, which we'll discuss in subsequent lessons. Next is the due date and topic. Due date we talked about earlier. Here you can select a date, and once you select a date, a time option also will come. So that is optional, but you can do that. Now after that, the last option is the topic. If you select on topic, this below drop down will come, and there you can create a new topic or you can select from the existing one. You can also select no topic. That is also an option. So let me select computer for this time. So this is a similar look whatever we discussed earlier. Now what is the new thing introduced? That is this blank quiz and the Google form. So before I go there, let me just cover these two buttons also. Here also similarly, if you click on add button, you will be able to add Google Drive files from Google Drive. You can add a link, you can attach a file, you can share a link of a YouTube video also. And another option is there here, that is create. If you click on that, then all those Google Suite options will come. Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheets, drawing and forms you can add. So this is exactly up to you. However, I wanted to detail on this next option, which is the most important one. So if I select it, it will open a new tab. So let it open. So then we can talk about that. Here it's a new page came up with a blank form. Google Classroom use Google Forms to structure quiz assignments. Okay, so let me click on this cross button. Here first option is that you can add a question. So you can type a question here, and now on the answer there are different choices available and you can choose as per your requirement. It can be a short answer, maybe a one liner or maybe few words your students can write. Second one option is that a paragraph, maybe a essay type of question, a descriptive answer is expected, that they also can. There are several other options, like whenever you are creating a quiz, there are multiple choices. You can add multiple choices here, and once those choices are added, you can add an answer key also, which means that which particular option is containing correct answer. You have option to grade this particular question also. Earlier we talked about that 100 is the full value. So if I select 10, then 10 points is the value for this particular question. So this is one way of doing it. Once it's done, then you can click on done, and this is the answer that is recorded. If you see that this tick mark is there against option 2, so this is the right answer. So whoever will be selecting option 2, they will get this 10 marks. Now this is one option. Next option is checkbox. In case you have multiple answers available. Earlier it was allowing us to select answer. So here also again, if you go to answer key, you will be able to select multiple answers. I just selected option 3, and if I select on done, then yes, these are the two answers you can do. So this is one way of structuring your quiz. This is completely based on your requirement, your situation, how you wanted to structure it. You may create multiple questions in multiple form. Maybe one question where you want students to select checkbox. In another, you want them to select an option. So that all those things can be possible. You can select option of drop down also. Another interesting answer style is file upload. Maybe you are asking some question and your student is to upload a particular file as their answer. So if I click on that, there are multiple options are there. If I select that, one pop-up comes with a message that if you really wanted to do it, then it needs to be with the people you trust, because they will be able to access your Google Drive to upload questions. So if I click on continue, there are different options. You can only allow specific file types. If you select that which particular file, it may be a spreadsheet or document, you can restrict them. If I select PDF here, how many number of files they are expected to upload, what will be the maximum file size, all those things you can do. And here also you can add an answer key and with a grade. So all those options are available. You can just use it as per your wish, as per your requirement. Let me select other options. Another option is linear scale. If you want any answer maybe from a scale from 1 to 5, then is to select one of them. So that also can be done. Here again also answer key you can add. There are several options made available by Google, and you can select any of them as per your requirement. Multiple choice grid, tick box grid, all are available. You want maybe date to be selected. In that situation, students will get an option to select a date. All those options are there. So talked about these options very briefly. You can use all these options as per your requirement and as per your wish. Okay, so now let me select this one of the maybe multiple choice so that I can explain other features here. So this is one question. In case you have other questions also where you wanted to use same feature, you just need to click here. It's a duplicate button. If you click that, the same question will get created so that you don't need to select all those answering options again. So this is one good option. If you want, you can delete it from here. Okay, another important option is that if you wanted to make this particular question mandatory, then you can select this toggle button, that is it will to enable required. Another option is also here that you can show descriptions, go to section based on answer and shuffle options order. So all those options are also there. Then you, whenever students will be answering those questions, they will get these options. Let me now try to cover these other options available. So if you wanted to add another question, this is the button you need to use, add another question. So it will create a blank page and there you will have all those options. And second one is that import questions. In case you already have a Google form ready where earlier you created one quiz, you just wanted to use the same format and you just wanted to change those questions, that also can be done. If you can see that there are some of the other quizzes I created earlier, those are showing here. Another option is that previously selected. I have not selected anything earlier, so that's why this is not visible for me. So this option is also there. So in a situation wherever you are, you may have conducted one quiz and you wanted to do it again, so this option can be very useful. Now the third option is here you can add a title and description for this particular quiz. So you can, if you wanted to brief about that, you can do that, and you can even move it to top of the page also. So that option is there for every section, every question. You can select this 6 dots button and you can move this question as per your wish. Okay. Fourth option is that you can add an image. So there are multiple options. Once you click that, it will give you multiple options. You can upload it from any of your browser. So it will take a file from your computer. You can use your camera. You can use your URL, all those things. Now, if I select on photos, there will be, in case you have any photo available, that can be uploaded. Earlier, if you remember, we used this to create one of our classroom and change the theme, so that photo is showing here. Another very good option is Google image search. If you click that, it will show you a bunch of photos and you just need to select here and search that image. So it will pull the images from Google and it will show you here. So if I just search here, it will show you multiple options available in the Google page. Let me select one of them and let me click on insert. So that picture will come here. Yes. So this is if in case you wanted to create a question where a picture needs to be referred, that can be done. So I just shown it as an example. So let me delete it for now. Okay. Now next option is add video. Again, if you wanted to refer a YouTube video, that you can do. Similarly, either you can search it here, or in case you have an URL ready, that can be referred. I'm clicking on cancel for now. And the last option is add section. So if you wanted to add another section, maybe in your quiz there will be 10 questions, maybe 5 related to one chapter of your subject computer, and another chapter is for a different topic. So you can add this section, and under that you can structure your quiz. So these are the options available here whenever you are creating the quiz. There are few other options also we need to talk about. First one is the theme. So you can customize the theme of this look and feel of this particular quiz. If you select that, you can select one of the color scheme here. If you see that whenever I'm selecting any other color, it's changing that appearance of this particular page. You can choose an image also. Google will show you some of the pictures already available, and there are different categories also. You can just select that and you can choose from there. You can also upload a file in case you have some photos available in your system, and photos can be also selected. So you can choose photos from your Google Photos collection. So let me just go to themes and select one of the photo from there only. Okay, let me select this one and click on insert. So now it is updating this page and it is adding that. Yes, this has been added. These are the cosmetic things you can do. You can change that font style also, maybe a decorative font for your quiz. All those things, all this customization can be done in this quiz. So there are multiple options available. You have ample amount of resources to structure your quiz, and you can use it as per your requirement. Let me go and check this particular button. This is very useful to preview your quiz. Once this is ready, it will open a new tab and it will show you. We have not done much of the thing there, that is why this is showing as a very brief one. However, this is an option, you can check that. And last one is the settings, and here we have some really important settings which we can tweak on. If I select on this particular button, a new pop-up will come. Yes. So first one is the general setting, where there is one option you can collect email addresses. So whoever the participants are, whenever they are responding, you can collect their email addresses. So that can be used later for your requirement. This is an useful option when if you wanted to collect those. Second one is that you can limit that person to response only once. There are other options if you wanted to offer your students, like edit after submission or see summary chart and text responses from others. So that also they will be able to see. However, this is based on your requirement, you can customize. The presentation tab talks about the different options available or settings available, which will be applicable when your students will be filling up those quizzes, how their look and feel will be. The first one is the progress bar. Maybe you have 10 questions. So whenever they are selecting, maybe they are completing 3 or 4, that 30% or 40% progress will be shown there if I select that. If you click on the shuffle question order, then you can select that. This will be very useful in a condition where maybe multiple people are sitting in a single room and they are answering those questions. If you wanted to stop anyone from duplicating from others, so this may be one of the very useful options. So this order of questions will change, so it will not be same for everyone. Yeah, third option is that it will show another link to submit another response. So all these options are available here, and you can also put a confirmation message that once the person will complete this entire submission, all these questions will be answered. So then this particular text can come. So currently there is a dummy text available that your response has been recorded, so that you can keep it or you can change things also. If I go to quizzes tab, then this is one very important toggle button, that is it needs to be enabled if you wanted to make it as a quiz. So remember to do that. Don't turn it off, because otherwise the whole purpose of setting up a quiz assignment will not be there. Okay, now another option is that how you are going to release that marks or the grade. One thing can be possible, this is immediately after submission. This is very useful in case you have multiple choice questions and where objective type of answers are there, that this particular option is very useful, where once your students will click on submit, and the next screen only they will grade their marks or grades. That is one. Now second option is later after manual review, and this may be very useful whenever you are asking a question where a descriptive type of answer is there, maybe kind of a essay type of answer. This option will be used there. Okay, And last but not the least, that if there are three options that your students can see in case they missed any question or not, how many correct answers were there and how the point values worked on, against which question how much points they got. So this is the way you can structure it. This is absolutely flexible and you can make necessary changes. So I'm just clicking on save to save all the changes. So these are the options available in your quiz assignment. You can change it as per your need. So once you have set it correctly, and then if you go to responses column, you can see that whoever all responded. So now we have 0 response because it's not submitted yet. So this is one of the option. And if you observe this particular text here, all changes saved in Drive. So whatever you are creating, this is getting saved under your class and as a Google form. So this is the way this is getting stored in your Google Drive. You can also rename it from here. That blank quiz earlier we mentioned, that can be changed, maybe a new quiz or whatever, you can do that. Now before we send, there are a couple of more options. These are the very basic thing where in case you wanted to make a copy, you wanted to print it, all those options are there, and these options are self-explanatory, so you can go there and you can check. If you select on preferences, it will again open that particular option where whatever we discussed under this settings tab. So there is a brief option, again it's available here, so in case you wanted to use it. Now there is a button there. If you click on send, it will be assigned to your students. So these are the options we have available in quiz assignment. While I know this particular lesson is bit of a lengthier side, however, this is worth spending some time on it and you can use it as per your requirement. Now again I came back to our earlier page from where we started. So once this blank quiz and you make necessary changes, you can come back here and you can send assign, so that it will be assigned to the selected classroom and students. And again the same option is there. You can assign it, you can schedule it, you can save it as a draft, so that later you can come back and you can complete it and you can discard. So all those options we talked about earlier, so I'm not going in detail currently.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this quiz feature you will be able to introduce in your real life teaching experience. In case you want me to cover any specific topic related to Google Classroom or any other technology products related to office productivity or education, please feel free to comment in the comments tab. I'll try to cover those as soon as I can. Thank you for your time. We'll see you in one of my next one. Bye-bye.